reign now in heaven with Jesus our King.
Hello and welcome to our InMaricopa Spotlight Series. I'm Adam Wolf. Joining me today is Ken Lepper from Our Lady of Grace Church. Ken, how you doing today?
Doing well. We're blessed.
Absolutely. It's a big week for you. So.
Well, we're running just about as fast as we can right now.
Absolutely. Well, again, thank you for coming in. Really appreciate it. But tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in Maricopa?
I'm a short timer. My wife and I have only been here about 2 years. But we've had family out here for about the last 20 years that we've been visiting off and on.
Okay. What made you move out here?
Well, I tell people two things. One is family and the other one is a calling. And that's for the church.
Okay.
To help build this church and work with this community.
Great. Well, speaking of the church, how did you get involved with Our Lady of Grace?
Well, it depends on how much of a person of faith you are, but my interpretation of things is it was a calling to come here. I went on a pilgrimage about 4 years ago, asking the good Lord what He wanted me to do next. And I met some people, and a year or so after that, here we are, we're out here. And one of the main visionaries, Wayne Santee, for this, a number of people who've worked to build this vision, passed away 6 months after I got here. And by then, I'd gotten involved in what was called the building committee. And Father asked me to help work with the architect and the project manager, and we've been running ever since.
Well, I know it's taken a lot of years to bring this whole process together, but the building is there now. How important is that to the community and to the church?
Well, we'll back up just a little bit. About 7-8 years ago, a number of people at the parish, men and women of the parish, came up with this vision. Wayne Santee was a key visionary. Father Velasquez was, our architect Steve Slater was, and other people of the parish, some of whom I'm not aware, but there's been a lot of work. That was 7-8 years ago, when everything was going boom, and then of course it went bust. And so our ability to raise funding to build this development that we have in mind was essentially put on hold, suspended. We have 38 acres out there, which providentially came into our possession at a very reasonable price due to the bust. Father and the other people took on the responsibility of what do we do with it now. The central part of it will be the church and the church property. Around it we will build over the next probably 8 to 10 years what we call a walkable modern neighborhood, mixed retail and residential.
Okay.
Right now the church is the anchor, which is how we want it to be. The importance of it to the parish is that these people have waited, depending upon how you count, at least 8 years from the original vision to over 20 years from this small mission church being turned a full-time parish within the Catholic Church to now. From my perspective, I've been working on it a little over 2 years, and I was blessed enough to be involved to help bring it to fruition and to get it done. To the city overall, the planning that we've done has been very close in concert with the city. They've been extremely helpful, creative, as well as supportive, because they see the potential of this property and what these 30-some-odd acres can be, what we can do in terms, again, residential, living, walkable neighborhoods, small businesses, those kinds of things, medical facilities, retirement homes, maybe skilled nursing. Those kinds of things are kind of missing in a single little neighborhood area, kind of an anchor. It's right next to City Hall. And then there's all that land just north of us called the Seven Ranches area, which could also, the city has great hopes for, and we can be kind of an anchor to help that happen.
It opens officially on Saturday, correct?
Saturday we have our dedication. In the Catholic Church, that means that the bishop comes, he blesses the building. We have probably about a 3-hour mass through the old Roman rites in which the church is blessed, anointed, and made ready for regular masses. Regular masses start Sunday.
Great. Well, again, thank you so much for coming in, for all the info.
Thanks for asking. Thanks for the opportunity.
Appreciate it. And for anyone wanting to come by the church, masses start Sunday.